What's up, Film Fighters and Film Fights fans? Justin here with Film Fights TV. In this film fight, it was a video haiku, which is a 3-shot film all about good news and bad news. Let's do this. It's Film Fights TV.
Film Fights TV. We set the rules, you make the films, you decide the winner.
We had 4 awesome heavyweights for this fight. Let's get right into it. Our first heavyweight is called The Operation by the group The Fire Octopus. These guys won our last film fight, so they're definitely a group to keep your eye on in the future. Here it goes.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. I have a very good news for you, and a bad one. The good news is the operation was a success. We removed your tonsil, but we had to chop your legs.
Here's the stuff that I liked. I thought you guys did a great job of recreating a hospital room. That can be one of the trickier things to recreate because there's lots of little medical devices you need and gurneys and stuff like that. Thought all the shots were great. Loved the right down the barrel kind of first person style of when the doctor's speaking to you. I thought that the doctor's accent actually added a lot to this. Also, another great use of practical special effects, just like you guys did with the arm tear biting stuff in the zombie one last time around. The chopped off legs effect looks really cool. I think you guys did a great job with that, and even the little like bloody leakage on the front is a good attention to detail and very gross. As for stuff you guys can work on, and there's not too much. You had great audio, your lighting was pretty good. I guess the only thing I would say is your actor's reaction at the end is good, but it could have gone even farther. I think he still had that kind of smiling, laughing kind of look to him, just a tiny bit, but still that's a super small note really, and I thought overall the thing was great, fun to watch, 17 seconds of near perfection. Our second heavyweight is from Matthew 13 Productions, and it's called Count Your Calories.
Are you serious?
Here's what I liked. Good idea. I thought this was really funny, especially for me, someone who's aware of vitamin water, how it's complete BS. I like the opening slider shot in this. It's really cool to have a slider or like a special shot as your opening shots. All 3 of your shots were super solid. Here's what you could work on. Love the rack focus at the end with the good news, bad news, but I wish you would have been a little bit tighter on the calorie count when you actually see it. You could have pushed in a little bit closer for your rack focus. I'm sure when you were editing on a big monitor that it looked bigger, but you always have to think when you're editing for the web or especially film fights where you know exactly how big that player is going to be on the site, you want to make sure you make your video according to how big it's going to be displayed. Thanks for the submission, Matthew 13 Productions. I see this is your second entry. First time in heavyweights. Welcome to heavyweights. Great job, great film. Our third heavyweight is from Blackstock Productions, and it's called The Price of a Degree.
Yeah. No, just got the mail. Yeah, man. The good news is, looks like my college degree finally came in. The bad news is, I just got the bill for my student loans.
Okay, here's what I like. I think it's a very relatable topic. A lot of people have degrees, and a lot of people have very expensive student loans. So it's a good, simple concept for good news, bad news. Here's what you could work on. When you don't have any light set up and you're working with just natural light, you want to pick a good time of the day so you have plenty of light coming in. Your first shot is a little bit dark, a little bit backlit. I also thought it was kind of strange that very clearly you're getting the mail. You could have done that shot in a more interesting way. You could have had a shot of the actual mailbox. You know, it just seems a shame to have it all take place inside the house when you could get out to a different location and get a little more variety in there besides just living room, kitchen table. It's all kind of dull as far as locations go. The music is also, it's kind of there, but it's kind of limp and boring. I'm not really sure what it's doing. Would have loved if this was pumped up a little notch, made it a little bit more exciting. You only got 17 seconds, so you want to make them count, you want to make them fun. So some big music stings in there, or something when you see the bill. Overall, I like the simple idea, but think you could have done more with this concept to make it exciting instead of just a decent execution of a good idea. This is Blackstock Productions' first submission to Film Fights and their first heavyweight. Congratulations on making it heavyweight, guys, and welcome to Film Fights. Our fourth heavyweight is from Stampers Media, and it's called Unexpected Pleasure.
I baked you a pie.
Thank you.
flavor is it?
It's boysenberry.
Here's what I liked. I thought the gurgling, dying, screaming sequence at the end was funny, good scream, had that kind of frantic, fun feel to it, which I really dig. The idea of, here's a treat, and then, oh no, it's actually poison, is a funny idea. I just think you guys could have executed it a little bit better. This feels like very classic college dorm room, like, let's all get together and make a movie, which I love. I've seen so many filmmakers who I'm fans of on Film Fights start off that way. Here's some stuff to work on. Major thing here is it felt like you didn't really think about your shots at all. It's a good idea to sit down and plan out exactly what you want to do. Even if you do 3 quick little storyboards, it's going to make a huge difference. If you don't have a microphone, it's good to get up in your actors' faces so your onboard camera mic can pick up their audio well. I can totally imagine the opening shot where it's a big close-up on the guy's face and he's like, I baked you a pie! And then you reveal out and you show the pie in his hands, then you can get the dialogue up super close, and you can still totally get along the effect of, here's this pie. You really see the pie, you really see it's up in your face. Those are my tips for you. Keep them in mind for your next film, and hopefully we'll see you in Heavyweights again. Stamper Media's first submission to Film Fights and their first heavyweight. Welcome to the site, guys. Super glad to have you on board and excited to see what you do in the future. So those were our heavyweights. Now it's time for me to pick my personal favorite. Remember, guys, the winner on Film Fights isn't picked by me, it's picked by you. So you've seen all the films, go over to the site, check out our middleweights as well, and vote for your favorite because you decide the ultimate outcome of Film Fights. But the way this thing works is that I pick someone who I like the most, and just like last week, I gotta give it to the Fire Octopus. Keep on rocking it, guys. Keep up the good work. Excited to see what you do on Film Fights in the future. Here are all of our upcoming fights. Check them out. Start thinking about them. That's it for Film Fights TV, but before you go, make sure you check out online video contests. Contests going on right now for Halloween. It's super easy to enter. It'll take you guys like a second, and you'll be up to win a $150 Amazon gift card, which you can use to buy all kinds of film or non-film types of stuff. The link to the contest page with all the information is on screen here and in the description below, so make sure you don't hesitate, do it now before it's too late to get on board with that contest. Shoutouts to our other groups that entered that weren't heavyweights: J2 Productions, Sophisticated Ape Incorporated, The Film Factory, One Ball J and the Space Cowboys, Days Stories, and Devious Angel. Thanks for the submissions, guys. Film Fights!